What's up, guys? Stas here. Hope you all are doing super fantastic out there. Just wanted to hop on and go over how I pick my stocks right now in 2021 and how do I differentiate between all these thousands of stocks out there to pick ones that I think are going to do well over time. And by no means am I going to fit every single little bit of detail in this little 10, 13, 15-minute YouTube video, but I am going to make a part 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 that goes more into depth about my strategy on how I pick stocks for the long term. So make sure to subscribe to the channel for that and go down below. You might as well get some free money from M1 Finance, from WeBull, and you guys could check out my Patreon. All of those are linked down below. And let's just get right into it. And first and foremost, guys, this is not for trading, right? This is not short-term stuff. This video is focused, and this whole series is focused on long-term investing. I'm talking at least 3 years, minimum holding period, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years out. That is what I'm looking at when it comes to what we're talking about today. So number one, you must see the vision for this company, or shall I say, I must see the vision for the company. And by the way, guys, this is not financial advice. Do your own research as always. This is just my simple process at first. When I'm looking at stocks, I look at these little, I guess you can say, criteria, these points here. And then if they pass these criteria, whatever you want to call it, then I dive deeper and look more in depth into that stock. So number one, this is so key. You must see the vision for the company, right? Why would you invest in something long term? Again, we're talking 3, 5, 10 years out here. Why would you invest if you can't see the business progressing and actually putting that roadmap, that business plan to use? How could you invest in a company that you don't see, okay, in 5 years, they're going to be doing this. In 10 years, they're going to grow and do this, right? If you can't see the vision of the company, if you just can't get behind their products, you don't think they're going to succeed, obviously, you're not going to invest in that company. So for example, if I'm looking at, let's just throw a random company. I don't want to throw a company under the bus here, but so I'm not going to pick a specific stock. But let's just say company A, they have a product that sucks, the management team is awful, and there's no vision. That's not going to be a company that I want to invest in, especially if they're not growing over time. They've been declining because the vision is not there. Investors, traders, they're not seeing the vision. And a lot of the time, a little side tangent here, maybe investors and traders are not seeing the vision. This could be an opportunity to get in if you see the vision. It's all about you, right? It's all about what you're seeing. But in general, if there's no vision for the company, then that's a no-go. That's number one. I would not invest in it if I didn't see the vision. But if I do see the vision, let's say with Tesla, for example, the electric vehicle movement, autonomous taxis, robo-taxis, the energy company, all that stuff, if you see that coming into fruition in 5, 10 years with Tesla, and with any business for that matter, with whatever they're doing, that is a very good sign that you are on the right track if you see the vision of the company. And number two, you must understand the company fully. I'm not going to invest in, let's say, for example, semiconductors if I don't invest or if I don't understand semiconductors, the competition, what's going on in that industry. I'm not going to invest in a food business if I have no idea about food, the trends, what consumers are interested in this point in time. Because listen, guys, if let's say, for example, on that food topic, if you were to invest in a company that is all junk food, yada, 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 and they're not seeing the trend of healthy eating, vegan, plant-based, all that stuff, which, sure, people are still going to eat junk food. There's, of course, a market for that. I'm for sure still going to eat junk food. That is for sure, guys. And but you guys get the point, right? If you're not really understanding this business and you don't see where it could go, you don't see the vision, these are two things right off the bat where if I'm not seeing them align, I'm not going to buy that stock. And number three, I have to like the business. Well, that's a given, but I have to see the business having a strong moat, right? You've heard Buffett say this. A business has to have a competitive advantage that is dang near impossible to replicate. They have to have a process that is super hard to compete with. And the way that he puts it, Warren Buffett that is, and a lot of people use this analogy, it's kind of like it's a castle. You have to have a moat around the castle. You have to have defense around the castle. And how hard is it to breach the castle and attack the inside of the castle? In other words, the business, right? That's a moat. That is what a moat is. And go look it up if you guys want more, of a strong definition or more in-depth definition on what a moat is. So overall, guys, if a business I'm looking at does not tick those 3 boxes, if I can't see the vision, if I can't understand the business fully, and if there's no strong moat around the business, right off the bat, I'm not looking into that business further. I am not going to invest in it. There's just no way. So that is right off the bat. And again, this is not everything that goes into picking stocks. Again, there's going to be a part 2, 3, 4, 5 video. This is a video series I'm doing. But overall, at first, that is what you have to look at. And you have to understand, when you're picking stocks in the market, there's so many types of stocks out there. We're talking, there's high growth stocks. There's slow growth stocks that are more value oriented and they pay dividends. They're more in the maturity phase of the business. They're not growing too much, but they produce a lot of cash and they pay that cash back to investors, right? That's also known as dividend investing. You can make money that way. You can look at stocks that pay dividends like Pepsi, Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble. These are stocks that I personally own, right? And you have stocks that are growth stocks, right? Growth stocks include, Square, PayPal, Tesla. These are companies that are not necessarily in the maturity phase of their business. They're in the exact opposite. They're growing revenue year over year. And for the most part, growth stocks, they don't pay a dividend. So these are the types of investments I'm looking at: value, growth, dividends, and speculative plays. I actually believe everybody, and again, this is not financial advice, but most people out there, they should allocate, unless you're maybe 70, 80, 60, that's different. Maybe 60, you can have some spec plays. But if you're a lot older, that's different. But I believe a lot of people out there, they should have a small amount of money to speculative plays that could do very well over the long term, and it's more of a gamble. And for that, I'd put maybe 1% of my portfolio, 2% or something like that. So that is kind of what I look at, right? I look at the different types of stocks out there: growth, value, dividends, really speculative as well. And I look at all of these different things: the moat, understanding the business fully, and seeing the vision of the company, and I construct a portfolio based off of this. This is very, very, very basic stuff here, guys. We're not jumping into the nitty-gritty quite yet. And the way I pick my stocks is I like having a core base. I talk about this all the time. Having core holdings is such a key thing. It's very important. And by core holdings, I mean, and this is all relative to you, but have 5, 6, 7, 8 stocks that you love. You see the vision, you understand them fully, they have a strong moat, and you want to just add to these and hold them for the very long term, and you build your financial base around these stocks. This is kind of how I've structured my different portfolios over the past couple of years, and the way I do it is I have these core holdings. Some of mine include, MasterCard, Johnson & Johnson, Google, Amazon. I'll pop up, actually, I might not even edit this video, but yeah, you guys have seen my M1 finance portfolio. Go check that out on my playlist here in the YouTube channel. Those are a lot of my core holdings, and I build around them, and I buy into these core holdings literally every time they dip, and I average into them religiously month after month after month, and I build around them. That's the whole key of this, the way I've structured the core holdings. And by build around them, I mean I have a trading account. My swing trading account is separate from my long-term investment accounts. So if I didn't have a core holdings and I haven't been building them, I would focus on that before I would go and do swing trading, day trading, the more short-term speculative stuff. So that is a very brief overview. I hope that was a good little rundown of initially kind of what I'm looking to do here when I pick my stocks. I look at the vision, I look at the business, if I understand it fully, the competition, everything around the business, and I have to see a strong moat around the business. And the way I construct my portfolio, again, is with core holdings, some growth, some value oriented, and I wouldn't consider speculative plays core holdings. That is completely different. I would not even add speculative plays until I had my core holdings built. So that's it, guys. I mean, we're going to make another part to this. I hope you all found some value in this initially, getting our toes wet with picking stocks, looking at how to structure a portfolio a little bit. And in the next video, I might show you all my M1 portfolio, which I've showed you guys before, but we'll talk a little bit more in depth about that. I don't want to make this video too long, so make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if you all found value in this video, and go down below and join the Discord chat. It's free. You guys could also get $30 from M1 Finance, which is a long-term investment app. You guys should definitely go check that out. Use my link. You get $30 free to invest. And you guys could check out WeBull, which you get 2 stocks from WeBull, link down below. Same with my Patreon if you want real-time buy and sell alerts, call-outs, access to me throughout the day, more of an inside look at my long-term investments, what I'm doing there. That is on Patreon. And again, all of those are linked down below. So I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. As always, stay safe out there. Keep crushing the markets, guys. Peace out.